Hello everyone, friends. So, protect your aura. The strangest question that people always ask with this slogan is, why? And on one hand, he seems smart and weighty. Yes, that is, why protect your aura? Because everything is fine. On the other hand, my dear friends, this question is asked by those individuals who either do not desire or do not fully realize the true essence of what energy truly is, what the field of energetics truly entails, and how it all operates and functions in our world. First and foremost, it is imperative to comprehend that energy is matter, and it is incredibly minuscule, with a much greater emphasis on information rather than mass, to the extent that the conventional laws of physics are inapplicable to it, while alternative laws are applicable. Numerous individuals are deeply concerned about installing the appropriate antivirus software in order to effectively protect their private information, passwords, bank cards, and other highly sensitive data from potential threats and unauthorized access. That is, those phrases, those words, those mechanisms, those passwords that will help you from any point on this planet with internet access to enter your personal account, from which you will be able to position yourself somehow for a certain structure, or use your money, or use some of your information. From an energy perspective, from an aura perspective, all of the information about you, about your cells, about your states, about your situational series, about everything that you have ever had in the past and will have in the future. This is the entirety of your aura. This encompasses all of your energy. This represents information pertaining to you. Accordingly, there is valuable information. There are certain potentials. It's like money that can unfold certain situational sequences. If you do not have control over these potentials, if you do not understand where this information lies, how you communicate with it, and how it is expressed in your life, but someone else understands better than you what it is and how it works, you can potentially lose control over the potentials you have in your possession. In one way or another, each and every one of us has lost control over this situation for a number of generations. Is that the nature of things, correct? Actually, this reflects the order of the existing world order that currently exists in the world as it is. And it exists precisely because an individual possesses an understanding of what energy is, what information is, how these entities operate, how to interact with them in a manner that is beneficial to someone, that it is not beneficial to someone else, and the consequences for those who lose their potentials. In one way or another, they explain to you, they persuade you with various films, different ones, with other media advertising and other beliefs, substitutions of history, concepts, and other things, as a result of which you voluntarily take and publish your potentials, which could somehow express, somehow use in your life, but instead they leak. Hence, to grasp the underlying mechanisms for yourself in principle, it is imperative to understand that you must safeguard your energy, protect your field, preserve your space, and be attuned to the environment in order to ensure comprehensive comprehension and personal well-being. Ultimately, this can yield outcomes. Even if it does not produce the outcomes you immediately anticipate, at the very least it will provide you with an understanding that every individual truly influences another. Every single one of your processes and interactions with any egregorial system, payment system, banks, government, airports, firefighters, doctors, or anyone else, when interacting with any organization, you are changing your information structure, which in turn leads to a change in state, a change in mood, and a change in physiology, among various other things. This is an open subject, extremely big, with a multitude of various things. Therefore, all of the existence of human beings is condensed into this illumination that radiates surrounding an individual, their aura, their data, People believe that you are what you eat. That's why you shouldn't eat burgers, eat colored cauliflower. If you consume informational garbage while engaging in this activity, the content provided by Instagram, the focus of your attention, the content provided by Facebook, the content provided by Google and Yandex, the content provided by the platforms you interact with, this information, it is assimilated by your specific mindset, nourishing itself with this information, analyzing this information. You undergo a transformation in your thinking and perception. And the easiest, as it turned out, are direct commands. If you give such a message, you are cool, awesome, good, wow, it will be like that. It will move a person forward. If you talk to people who tell you that you can't, in any way, yes, because, and this isn't it, and this isn't so, and all this in such an oppressed environment, a full broadcast of what won't be in any way. This implies that through the consumption of this information, you encounter something that you will not have the ability to accomplish or achieve. Friends, ensuring the protection of our aura is of the utmost importance, the most primary aspect, and the first necessity that needs to be fully understood and prioritized. First, I suggest you do the shell exercise, which gives you the feeling of closing inside a copper, as if you have muscles of this copper from the shoulder blades behind you, and its valves. Yes, they completely close you. That's enough. When you are in danger, you visualize yourself standing, and this shell closes like this. You will feel the air density around you and some great confidence. After it starts working in automatic mode, you can move on to the second level of protection, which I will tell you about in our classes and retreats, which I highly recommend you to visit if you truly want to understand and grasp the full extent of all this. The sensation of self-assurance, the sensation of self-possession, and the perception of being correct, the sensation of truth, signifies that you possess a sealed shell and absence of openings. As soon as a breakthrough occurs in the shells and potential begins to be abducted, a person immediately feels uncertainty and anxiety, irritation, sometimes anger. That is, a person begins to feel aggression, feel that something is wrong. Sometimes the desire to sleep, sometimes intense heat, sometimes, on the contrary, a feeling of cold when a person feels normal at the same temperature. It is constantly opposition to a clear self-confidence, a clear sense of calmness, and an unwavering belief in oneself that paves the way for success. That is, when a breakdown occurs, the mind can no longer perform a clear, smooth circle within its closed shell, and it feels that something is wrong. If this is true, my friends, it means you have a breach in your shell. It means someone is stealing your potential. However, please do not be upset. This is simply a reason to reflect upon. Perhaps it would be wise to prioritize the well-being of your aura and take steps to protect and nurture your inherent potentials and capabilities. To master these protections, you need to practice, you need to learn, as everywhere, starting with the simple and moving on to the complex. Gradually mastering the science of energies, of chakras, of flows, of power places, of beings and essences, and ultimately of hierarchical systems that weave our world. Grow and develop, friends. Happiness and love to you. Growth and development. See you at the retreats.